Hey everyone. Um, Now since 2021 is wrapping up and tomorrow is New Year's Eve, I would love to give you my final thoughts and review on 2021 and what I thought about it so far. So, now this year has had its ups and it's had its downs. Um, I'm going to be starting off with the upside. I'm going to be starting off with the good stuff, all the good things that happened this year, for me at least. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna start off with all the good things that happened this year. Now, I don't even know where to start with the good things. Um, oh yeah, starting off with so I had the best 18th birthday in my life. I had my 18th birthday this year, and it was one of the best birthdays ever. Um, as you guys all saw in my 18th birthday review video, that I posted earlier. Um, I reviewed everything about my 18th birthday and why it was so good and everything good that happened. And yeah, so basically, again, like I said in that video, um, I got to get barbecue for dinner and I with my family and I got some good presents and I went to my brother's apartment and had an adult party over there just to celebrate my 18th. Partied pretty hard. Um, so yeah, that was probably like one of the best birthdays I've ever had. Um, and also in the in the spring, somewhere in the spring, I believe, I think it was, yeah, April, around spring break or on spring break, we went to um we went to the Olympic Peninsula, camping down there, and yeah, we're camping down at the Olympic Peninsula, and we actually had a pretty good time. Um, we were down at this place called Forks. Um, it's a very small town. It's like not very big. There's just the only stores, the only grocery stores. There's like a small strip mall that's a grocery store. I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but it, it was a really that was the first time I went to I've ever been to the coast. Like, instead of just actually being at a bay, we were actually at the west coast. Like, we were actually just like near the ocean, like the coast. I mean, um, so yeah, that was a really good experience for me. It was a really nice beach. It was actually more rocky than sandy. Um, it was very pretty. Um, oh yeah, and I went on this other trip with my dad and somebody else. Um, this was like I went on a trip with my dad and one of his friends, and we're on a trip over to Eastern Oregon to go hunting, and oh my God, that was the best hunting trip I ever have been on. Okay, I just for some reason I just had a blast. Okay, that's all I can say. Um, I just my brother wasn't. None of my siblings were there. My mom wasn't there. It was just me, my dad, and his friend. So that was, and for some reason, I just spent the whole week laughing my ass off. And for some reason, because we were just cracking up a bunch of funny jokes. And that just caused me to just laugh so hard the whole week. Um, so yeah, that was a fun experience. Um, Next is I got to do a lot of work this summer, and I made a lot of good bank, a lot of good money, and I finally. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. Okay, so I got to go out to the barn to get my sister's old car that was pretty dirtied up. So we got out back in a we got out of there back in June, and we pressure washed it and just cleaned the heck out of it. Um, and yeah, that's the car that I gonna be driving, or that's my car now. That car is now mine. Um, because of course my sister's not driving anymore and she doesn't want to drive it anymore, so she said it's fine that I can it's passed she said it's fine that it can be passed down to me now. So, um and I really like the car. It's a 2003 Mercury Sable. Um I love it to death. Okay. It's a nice car. I know it's a I know I would rather drive something like a pickup truck though, but that's what I had, so I gotta and also gotta put better tires on it. Um and yeah, and also the summer this year was actually pretty good. Um I got to oh yeah, me and my and everyone involved in my family, everyone who and anyone involved in my family business paid for tickets to go to the Bellingham uh the the Bellingham Bells baseball game that was happening in the end of July. Um, that was that was also a pretty nice experience. Um, and and you know with this and with this glo- this global situation that we've been going through since last year has started to slightly get better. I mean, with the new vaccine and stuff, we started to go towards a little bit more normal. Um, so yeah, And I had a really good Christmas too. Um, I got this new laptop that I'm filming with right now. Um, it's actually a really good computer. Um, and a lot of other presents. And I had a really good Christmas too. Oh yeah, and I also got to start my senior year too. It started off pretty nice. Well, yeah, it did. Anything else on my mind about the good stuff? Um, yeah, that's and yeah, when school got out during the summer, um, the summer started off actually pretty good. Um, I know I've already talked about this, but it was just a lot of um, it was kind of a hot summer, but it was still pretty good. Um, all right. Um, now let's talk about the bad things that happened this year. I know I don't want to talk about all the negative things that happened this year, but there was also some negative stuff that happened this year as well. Um, so, um, uh, so, so I don't know where to start. Oh, yeah. So, it all started off with, at the beginning of the year, it was still kind of like 2020. We still had to do Zoom, and, I was just all cooped up in the house during a miserable winter at the beginning of the year, and there was not much to do. I was just, after I got out of school, I just was stuck in the house and I couldn't find anything to do. I was just fatigued. Um, was not a fun experience. Sometimes I felt kind of nauseous due to my pills that I took in the morning, but I take them at night now, so I don't have to worry about it. Um, and then in oh yeah, and then we had that horrible heat wave um back in June to July. It got so hot out, it just scorched everything. And also the 4th of July this year, like also you saw my 4th of July review video. Um, my 4th of July, also due to the heat wave, my my pet bunny, Reuben, passed away, and that left me very devastated. I just It just really broke my heart that night. I didn't even want to. I just woke up I didn't even want to get out of bed the next morning. And then in starting off, then in I think late fall. Oh yeah, and then in the fall we had some horrible flooding around where I live. We had some severe flooding that flooded um, towns like Everson, Sumas, Deming, a little bit of Bellingham, and a lot of homes got destroyed. Um, a lot of and when I was up in Sumas, I um, I saw all these piles of garbage that people had to gut out of their houses because it was damaged from the flooding, and they're just like there was excavators just hauling all that garbage out. It was just sickening. It was just making me ill. I didn't want to see that. Um, oh yeah, and then starting in and then late during the last part of this year, like I mean like later this year, like November, December, so like the last couple months of the year, starting late fall, I've been starting to have really bad depression. Um and I've been having some depression lately, and that was not very it was not very fun at all. Um I'm still trying to get through it right now, but um it was so bad that I had to actually it was it was only bad enough that I had to talk to a psychologist or a counselor to help me. It wasn't like it wasn't like to the point where it was like I had to go to a mental hospital that bad, but I just felt really down on down on myself. Just I felt like the reason and I just the reason why I had depression is because I felt like my life was a little bit more I don't want to explain I don't want to go too deep into detail with my depression though. But overall, so my review for this year overall, I thought this year was okay. It wasn't the greatest year ever. It wasn't. But I thought it definitely had some improvement compared to last year. Um, I thought things could have been better though. Um, I definitely thought things could have been a lot better. I thought it could have used a little bit more improvement. Um, and so overall, I thought that 2021, I'll I know it sounds kind of silly to give it a score, but 7 out of 10. If I were to give it a score, it would be 7 out of 10. I know it sounds silly and laughable to give a year a score, but that's how I would rate it overall. Um, but yeah, I thought it was overall decent. Um, oh yeah, and also here are my plans for the upcoming year, 2022. Um, so I'm gonna be next year. I'm gonna be graduating in June, and I'm gonna try to finish up high school this year or next the upcoming year. This year, I should say. I'm gonna be finishing up high school. Um, I'm also gonna try to I'm gonna try to get out of the house a lot more than I did this year in 2021. Um, I mean, I did get out of the house in 2021 this year, but it wasn't like very. It wasn't very much though. Um, Next year I'm gonna take a lot of I'm gonna be driving a lot of places. Definitely gonna be driving a lot of places. I'm gonna be driving. I know I'm gonna be doing some. I know I'm gonna start off with um. I might hike up in Sumat, somewhere up in Sumas Mountain. Um, in the spring, it was a trail. I'm gonna be hiking up there, only if there's no snow. Um, I'm gonna be going on a lot of walks. Um, I'm also gonna during spring break, unless my only if my parents aren't go don't have any plans for spring break, I'm gonna be driving over to I'm probably gonna drive over to um Leavenworth or Wenatchee to have um uh my own little vacation, whatever you want to call it, my own trip because I really love it over there. Um, and and after graduation, like if in July, I'm gonna try to take one of my friends to Lake Chelan, which is still pretty close to Wenatchee. Um, and somewhere after graduation, I don't know about this, but I might actually take a trip to Mexico. I might if I get a good job and if I can actually afford it and if I actually can do it, which I am working towards the stuff in order to go to Mexico. I really am. But there's just been a lot of holdbacks and a lot of delays and a lot of things and it's just been really frustrating. Um so yeah, I'm gonna try to go to Mexico. I mean, like probably probably during like fall or winter though. Um, I don't want to go in the summer because it's too hot. Um, and then I'm gonna start college in next fall. in the fall. Um, I'm still trying to figure out which college I should go to. Um, yeah, next year is going to be a pretty big year for me. I have lots of plans, and uh, I'm trying my very best to make them to try and make them happen. I pretty much I would have had a lot of these plans for this year. I would have, but they never happened. I still had um my life's still kind of inadequate right now. I'm not trying to spread negativity or anything to other people. I'm really not. I just don't really have a I don't really have a job right now or anything. And oh, and I forgot one thing. I'm going to try to get a crush next year. Yeah, I couldn't do that either this year. I mean, I could have, but I just wasn't trying very hard enough. It was possible. I just didn't try. Um, so yeah, that is it for my thoughts on 2021 and my plans for 2022. Um, so yeah, there you have it. Happy early New Year's, everybody. Bye bye.